Welcome to the BlabberMalt Show with your hosts, Dave and Matthias, two guys that blabber incessantly about beer, brewing, and bullcrap. Stick around while they brew up another tasty episode.
Hey, what's going on, Tom?
Hello, hello.
Good to see you. This is the BlabberMalt Show, episode 126, December 16th, 2025. You hear that?
I don't.
No echoes. I think we finally figured out the audio issues here on the BlabberMalt Show.
Do we have a round of applause for our engineer?
Yes.
Dave?
Who's that?
All right.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I wish I could say it was something super technical, but it was super technical, and we figured it out.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, hey, before we get too far into this, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on all the platforms, YouTube, Facebook,
He moves us over here now.
Spotify. Yeah, I put it in the middle. It's a little bit bigger, too.
That's what
yeah.
you said.
Yeah. So if you follow us on one place, go to the other place, follow us. If you like audio, you can get us on Spotify, video. We're also on Spotify and video and YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. And do some comments. We'd love to hear from you, see what you like. Yeah.
And again, we're here to do a live show Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, talking about, what do we talk about? We talk about brewing.
Beer.
And bullcrap.
And a little bit of bullcrap, yeah. We're going to have a lot of bullcrap tonight, I think.
Some good bullcrap. Some reminiscing, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're doing our year in beer. Just kind of reviewing where we've been and where we've, who we've had in the studio and what we're going to be doing in the future. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I would say if any of you guys, as we come across the shows that we did with you, if you happen to be listening or on right now, give us a hi, give us a wave. Be great to know you guys are still watching us. Hopefully, still enjoying it. And
yeah. Tell us where you want us to go. And if you're a brewer, hey, easy now. And if you're a brewer and you want us to come to your place, let us know. We'd be happy to. So let's get into this.
It's time for the Vorloff.
So we do have a beer here. We always like to drink beer here on the BlabberMalt Show. And Tom brought some selections. This is one of his, I would say, gateway beers. Could we say that far?
Again, if we say a beer that got me out of drinking just the American light beers of the 70s and 80s when I was growing up, this was definitely that. This is Warsteiner Dunkel.
Yes. Cheers. Thanks for bringing.
It was a beer that dad beers. This was a dad beer for me because this was a beer my dad used to drink.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it around the house.
Your dad was not drinking junk, that's for sure. Yeah, that's a good beer. Yeah. Delicious.
So I thought we'd just have it to wet our palates as we start into our conversation about 2025. Can you believe it's coming to an end almost?
It's hard to believe.
10 days away from
I know. It's coming.
Next year.
The end is coming quick. So, yeah, we still have the studio decorated for Christmas. We had our Christmas beer tasting last week. That was nuts. And,
that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of people
beers.
to thank from Winking Lizard and John Lane to Ann and
Matt
and
from
Matt from
Sarah. Yeah.
From Eighth Day and from Brew Kettle coming out and spending their time with us, sharing some beers with us. I think the final count was around 22 beers that we tried, different Christmas styles.
And there were even more after hours.
Yes, there was.
Had some snacks. That's the one cool thing about the BlabberMalt Show. People are willing to hang out, and even when we go out to their place, they want to share their place, their locations, their beers. It's a great. The show's a lot of fun to do. So we appreciate all you guys for watching.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point about the show, Dave. That I think we talk about wanting to promote the beer industry or the cocktail or beverage industry in Northeast Ohio, which is something we do. But it's also about getting together with people, with brewers, and the way they've opened up to us, I think has been fantastic. Yeah. Whether they're in the studio here hanging out and our wives and other friends and family come in the studio here and get to meet them and kind of mingle afterwards. but when we go out to their place, it's almost the same thing. And
for sure.
They really are great hosts to us, which is so nice and such a friendly community, I think.
Yeah, and you get to meet their patrons and, kind of have fun with them and, just get a feel for the neighborhood and the clientele that come into each location. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go down and kind of drink some beers. We have some in the back there. See, Maria, I don't know. There's only 3 people watching. She recently had a surgery, HIPAA compliance out the window. But we got her little gift basket of some beers, to wish her well. And in the back of my mind, I was kind of hoping maybe I get a taste of a couple of them, and she brought them tonight. So we're going to have a couple of those. So thanks, Maria, for sharing our gift we gave to you and giving it back to us.
But, that's the whole other thing, too. I mean, yes, drinking alone is something people do, and I've been there and done that, but it's definitely more fun to drink with other people.
Yeah.
And the whole social aspect of breweries and beer and getting a chance to talk about bull crap with your friends in the community is a great thing. And I think that's something that I certainly think is a great aspect of what I want this show to expose people to and promote.
Yep.
That, it is a fun way and a good thing. Drinking responsibly with other people is more fun than drinking alone irresponsibly.
Yeah. No, well said. Well said. I think we're going to quote Tom's quote for 2025. That's right there. So January, we started out the year. We were down at Saucy, and the Destination Cleveland was having their launch event for the brewers for the brewery passport for Cleveland, and we were lucky enough to get invited to that. I don't know if we were invited as much as we kind of snuck in with Matthias, but it was a lot of fun. But we saw, most of the people that were on the show this year at that event, and we talked to each of them briefly and sampled a whole bunch of beers and got the lowdown on the Cleveland brewery passport, which...
How close?
This close. I think we have 4 breweries. Do we have 4? 4 breweries
to
for
go?
the passport?
Oh, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
So Maria and I already accepted we replied to our invitation for the party.
Yeah. Luckily, all of them are local. We're pretty local. I think Strongsville's the farthest.
Yeah. And then we did go pick up some swag too. So we went this past week and down to Cleveland Destination.
Yeah.
And cashed in some of
What'd
our
you
points. I got the new shirt that has all the breweries on the back.
Yeah.
The shirt I got from 4 or 5 years ago. You look at the back of it and you can see you start crossing off some lists. Even this shirt, unfortunately, there's a couple you can cross off already. We got then I got the old shirt. I got a hat. They were out of the cooler that I wanted. They ran out of stock.
Man.
So Jen, if you're listening, can you hook me up? Or if they come out in January. I know we can redeem points till January 31st. So still have some points to redeem if those coolers come back in. Those are nice.
Did you say you got the hat, the beanie hat, the pom-pom hat?
No, that's actually out of stock too.
What? Those are 2 of the best gifts.
Yep. I got the trucker cap or whatever they call it. Someone in the family may like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a hat guy, so. But
man,
No,
I'd
but
rather
that
have that beanie. That's a cool gift.
And I mean, coming full circle, I mean, the launch party for the 2026 is coming up in January. So I mean, we'll talk a little bit about that when we cross over the year.
Yeah, we got to hook back up with Jen and see if we can get her on the show. Maybe at the event. Maybe we can sneak into the. Well, we'll be there if we finish.
Yeah.
If we finish.
And that's going to be out at, I believe, Forest City.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
So, yeah, we start off with Saucy. I think, I know I was there. I know that was back in the Matthias days.
Yes.
But I was there as well. I think I was hurting.
Super fan.
I was hurting. I had the brewers in line. They were getting 5 minutes with you guys to get on the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're kind of the talent scout and director. That's funny. Speaking of directors, the director of beverage, Melissa from Boss Chicken Beer, we visited her out in their flagship store, Boss Chicken Beer in Cuyahoga Falls. That was a super fun time, and we had some great chicken and Brussels sprouts and great beers. They had just released their collaboration beer with Royal Docks, the Sugar Daddy
Yes.
ale, which was very good. They threw all the Sugar Daddies in there in the mash with the sticks, and made a good beer.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Yeah, we appreciate. And actually, just to back up to December 24, she sponsored the Christmas beer tasting that year and brought a bunch of food in and a bunch of beer. So we were just coming off that event when we saw her in January. So,
And I think, January that's a perfect, example too of the show. We're at a brewery and a brewery function of the Passport. And then the next show was out at a place that is not a brewery, but is beer centric.
yes.
That curates. I believe Melissa, as the director of beverage, is the one who curates all the beers that are on tap and even the cans and stuff at the different locations for Boss Chicken. And that's something, again, that we like to go to those places and promote those people as well.
She does a great job. She gets a lot of great beers, and she has been involved in, collaborations like with Royal Docks, and she's involved with the Pink Boot Society as well, I think. So, very much plugged into the brewing community. So go check her out.
And
She
multiple
could be
locations.
multiple locations. I mean, our favorite, because it's closest, is Bay Village. Nice.
Bay Village. There's one in Berea as well, I believe. And then
Yeah.
Cuyahoga Falls is the flagship one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there's at least one more, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. We obviously didn't do enough research. It's tough when you go to all these places. Then in February, just me and Matthias were down here in the studio. That was what we called our health episode. We reviewed some hop teas, hop waters, and non-alcoholic beers. At the time, I was coming off a heart attack and late last in the previous year. So, and Matthias was very much, in a health mode. So we decided to do a little healthy episode and focus on non-alcoholic beverages. So not everything's about beer, just most things.
Or at least a beer adjunct, because they were non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah, that's true.
And hop water.
But I'm over that now. So you know what? I prefer hop teas over hop waters. I find.
I don't know if I've had a hop tea. Hop waters I don't care for. Even the non-alcoholic hopped beers. Maybe that's. I'm trying to think. The Langanitis one was not too bad, but it's just the hop itself. I mean, they really are dank to me.
Yeah.
Which again is not even beers. That's not my greatest profile that I like of beers. But
there's nothing that goes better with hops than malt and alcohol, in my opinion. But they're good for if you're the skipper on a boat and you want to taste a little something hoppy, have a hop tea. That's my advice.
But can't you just have a 4.8% Warsteiner Dunkel that has all this flavor and only has 4.8% alcohol?
Yeah. If you watch yourself.
Or a trained professional.
Yeah. Or a trained professional, for sure.
All right. I think I was at the next episode, I believe, in February. Was that?
Oh, yeah. Out at 8th Day. That was the first time we kind of met Matt and George. And we were out there. I should have worn my shirt. I got it up there. My 8th Day tie-dye blue shirt. That was a good time. That was a good show.
It was a great place. Yeah. I know, circling back to the Passport, they are the furthest east point on the Cleveland Passport.
Are they?
Yeah.
Further than Menor?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Guess Menor is so far north.
I think even if you go straight up, you're past them already. I think.
Okay.
But that was a great time out there, and I see you gave a little call out to George there for what he explained to us, DJ
Terpene, but I don't think he was. We didn't coin that until he came back into the studio, and he really explained to us about the terpene content of beers and how you can really you can better describe the profile of a beer beyond just IBUs by describing the terpene percents and the different chemical names. And he was throwing out organic chemistry names, and I'm like, dude, I'm a pharmacist and my eyes are glazing over, so you got to back it down there, DJ Terpene. And he's never been back after that. After the studio episode.
Studio episode, yes.
Yeah.
That's because Matt's been keeping him busy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey. Oh, you're still drinking that beer.
Oh, you ready for the next beer? Okay, we're ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
You might as well. After that, we went out to Medina. Thank you.
What do we have here, babe? Beer.
Matthias.
Oh, I can't even pronounce this one. Grammatica Campesina. 4.2% alcohol. I can read that much on here. 100% barrel fermented ale with hibiscus and dragon fruit.
Oh, dragon fruit.
Barrel fermented and only 4.2%. I guess not. It's just.
The graphics are, being a PC gamer, that's in the vein of
GTA.
Grand Theft Auto. How did Maria know that?
All right.
No, I'm serious.
I
How'd she-
know things. I know
Wow.
Cheers.
Wow. You play GTA?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
No, that's barrel fermented for sure.
Yeah.
Barrel
I like
fermented.
it. It's a little, it's probably sour for Tom. It's pretty sour.
That is sour.
Makes you go like this.
Yes. It is very dry. Is that just me?
Yeah, it's fermented out for sure.
All right. So the rest of February there, you just got into Medina Brewing.
Yeah, we were, Matthias took us down and we were talking to Mike Perman, formerly a Ghost Tree, and just talking all about, the beers he's brewing down there and his goals with fermenting the lagers and using those lateral tanks, horizontal tanks to the best benefit, and brewing some great beers down there.
Yeah, he came back with some awards from the Ohio
That's right.
Craft Brewers. I think the Mocha Latte. I think either one. I can't remember if it was the silver or bronze.
Yeah. So that was a ton of fun down in Medina.
And they're still going strong down there.
They sure are. Yeah.
So they got a lot of Christmas events coming up. And then we circled back and had Matt and George back in the studio
Yep.
from 8th Day.
Yep. Came back in the studio. I appreciate them making the drive out here. We drove out to Geauga, so they came back here, had some beers with us in studio, and that's when George was going off about the terpenes and giving us he was schooling us. Yeah, it was fun time.
And that is a nice theme that you guys had developed with the show, in that going out to the brewery, seeing their place, seeing how the beer is made and where it's made, and then a couple weeks later having them come in studio where they're out of that environment, just be able to talk about their journey to becoming a brewer.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a nice format that we've been able to do a couple times. Not as much as we'd like to. People are busy, and then schedules and stuff. But I'll throw out there, anybody who is watching, any brewers out there, that is something we do like to do. It doesn't have to. It's not a make or break deal for us to have you on and talk to you. But we think it's a nice way to really get to know you beyond just the one episode. But
Yeah, get you down here in the cave in Club Radon and put the screws to you and find out what's what.
all right. So then we turn the corner to March.
Yeah, Rob from Northeast Ohio Craft Beverage News was doing a keg tapping out there at Hofbrau. So we asked him if we could go document it. This was a rare Wednesday show for us. But we did go down and, we talked to Josh, the brewer down there, and Rob tapped a keg, filmed the whole thing. Go back. I should have just searched for Hofbrau on the BlabberMalt YouTube page, and you can find that. And that was a lot of fun. We ended up getting a tour of the brewery, and we did go down to the or over to the I forget what they called it, like a historic meeting room.
Yeah, we went to the room upstairs that they have. We went to the room in the back, the back bar.
We did have some trouble with the internet connection there.
Yeah.
You know, the Wi-Fi isn't.
And
the
that is something that they do once a month. Is it the first Wednesday of every month they do the tap kegging with some
they do.
some celebrity? Yes.
Yep, some local celebrity, of which Christine Harpring has done it and did it quite well. Yeah, she chugged her beer.
She's good at tapping.
She did a tapping, and she. I don't know. I think Rob took like 4 swipes. I think Christine.
The replay, showed at least 4.5 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a reel on that. But Christine did it, and she chugged her full beer, which is not everybody does.
And then the week after that, got Josh back in the studio.
Yes, he brought some of that barrel-aged Bock. I might have one, may or may not have one back in the fridge there in the library. Should probably drink that up, but that was really good. Yeah, I appreciate Josh for sharing that with us. Yeah.
We've gotten to know Josh at a lot of the events this year out there from the brewery world. Enjoyed some of his barrel-aged Bock and some other things at the different beer fests.
Award-winning, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice beer.
All right. And then you and Matthias ventured out to 11-3, did you not?
Yeah, we went out to 11-3, met with Dave and Chelsea out there. Beautiful tap room. Really, I think the best of show that night was the Cherry Avenue. We really fell in love with that beer. Brought a couple home. And then they came back to studio, and we talked to them a little bit more in depth. They brought some more cool beers out. I do have from a later trip out there, some of their Mulberry Road. See, I called Cherry Avenue Cherry Road or something, but Mulberry.
That was like the apple fritter one?
It's the apple fritter one. They put actual apple fritters in the beer, and it is amazing. So we're going to have that. I don't know if we're going to have it on the show or afterwards, but we're going to have that.
And they've also, I think, again, I've not been out there yet, but following them online a little bit, they've done some expansion. Is that right? Or they were doing some expansion. Are they done? Do you know?
Yeah, they did. They were working on it when I was out there. I talked to Dave. They're doing a more of a proper kitchen, so they kind of do some of their prep in the bar area and earlier in the day, and then they have to clean it up and that so they can open and serve. So they're going to have more space to serve beer, prepare food, and things like that. So yeah, I'll have to check in with them, see how they're doing.
All right, so that's the first quarter of the year wrapped up right there.
First quarter, yeah. Then we were out at with Dave and Zane at Royal Docks. That was a great episode. We got to see their production facility, which unfortunately is closed now.
So you're at the one down in Canton then?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I guess on a positive note, Zane has opened a craft cocktail bar down in Medina. He and his wife, and we're going to be going there soon. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, sad to see those guys close. We had some really good beers out there. They're experimenting with some, different kind of beverages I think they're going to bring to market soon. But that's probably not going to happen. Yeah. That's not going to happen, I guess.
Yeah. And then I think I was here for this one. The Mike was in from Mastheads in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was here for that because I remember some of those beers.
Yeah, those beers are great. I mean, they do some great beers. Let's be honest.
Yes. We got to see they were at the Happy Holidays event
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Bring some of their beers, and actually gave us for the Christmas show that the Robot Christmas, which we had.
That's a great one. Yeah.
But yeah, he was in studio talking. Have we been out to their place? I have not. I don't think for the show.
Not for the show, no.
Oh,
No. I mean,
okay.
been there a lot of times just drinking beer.
That might be something to put on the list, because that is a
Yeah.
great venue,
Yeah.
and
That-
the brewery right there to be a nice tour. Might look good on camera.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Get some of that pizza, which is great
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
This is
Did
right.
Did I get this one?
Yes, you did. This is
Oh,
right
this
up
is a great beer.
if you don't say so
I'm
yourself.
glad I got this for you.
So a Saison du Pont.
Yeah, this is a classic inspiration for any Saison lover.
Unfiltered Belgian farmhouse, which I'm gonna for our friends Jennifer, who's taught me, just because it says Belgian and farmhouse doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna smell and taste like a yard, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And no, that does not. That's more. It's almost more coriander. Or the Belgian yeast is coming through nice in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a couple sips. I'm coming off that barrel fermented sour beer.
That's very, very palatable for me. Who's usually not the farmhouse. Usually turns me off, but
Yeah. So as we move into May, this was kind of Tom's transition
in the show.
onto the BlabberMalt Show, is what I mean. I mean, I'm not sure.
No, there's no
Whatever. We'll leave that alone.
other than transitioning to middle age. Almost there.
Yeah. Middle age.
Yep.
Okay. So we were out in Oberlin at Haven Brewing Company, and Matthias was on that show. And he had actually scheduled, I think he had scheduled a visit to Phoenix, but couldn't make it. And then, Tom stepped in. I think that was, I don't know if that's you've done shows when when Matthias couldn't make it in the past, but I think that was maybe the beginning of your full-time on the show.
Somewhere in May, there was the text saying, "Hey, Tom, what do you think?"
Yeah, I mean, we were like, Matthias can't make it again, and look, everything's fine with Matthias. We're totally cool.
Yeah,
he just got super busy with football with his kids and the 17 restaurants he's running and his full-time job. It's a lot. So I was like, Tom, look, let's do this. What do you think? And
Well, if you think about it, I mean, half the time I was there anyway. So
you're like, I might as well speak. I really like beer.
So yeah, we're at Phoenix. We were up in the. Oh my gosh, what's it? It's a alcohol term room. What's the room called?
Alcohol term?
It's a cocktail room. What's the room upstairs that we were at? I can't remember the name of it. No, it wasn't
The bourbon room? Was it the bourbon room?
It's something like. I mean, it's another term for. That's what they call that room upstairs that you can rent out.
Come on, people, help us out. What's the term for?
But
the cocktail room.
I can't remember what they call it. Huh? Spirit room.
The spirit room.
Spirit room.
There we go. Woo!
Um,
Nini got it.
So we're up there at the spirit room, which we have the beautiful house behind us of the Phoenix.
Yeah,
and,
it's a really cool space. If you haven't been there, you got to check it out.
That's where we I was gonna say we had them in studio as well, though. Is that on here? I know they did come back.
I think they came right back. I think that might have been in May too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was rushing through these notes as I was.
Yeah,
getting
but
this ready.
again, that was a nice one where we're out there. We got to tour his production facility in there in Phoenix as well.
Yep.
And then either next week or 2 weeks after, they came to us in studio here.
Yeah, that was fun as well. Brought some of their good beers. Rick says Stella Maris. I don't know if is that a spirit term? Oh, I missed this. Eric Gibb must have been when we were talking about the Christmas ale event. He said last week was definitely fun. Yeah, friend Eric Gibb came in.
Oh, yes.
First time to the BlabberMalt Show. He probably won't come back. He's probably scared. I would be. So as we move into June, we did go out to see two friends. What can you say about Dan and Ozimba? Those guys are crazy.
Well, and the story there is that we're at, and you're there, we're both at Winter Warmer with our spouses.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Pouring for Lorraine Brewing. And every now and then we would take turns kind of going out and be able to visit with some brewers as well. And that's when we saw two friends out there. They weren't even officially open yet.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
They were pouring some beers. And that's when Ozimba came up and said, Tom from the BlabberMalt Show, 1.25.
yeah, that's right.
So we had a fan there.
Yeah.
We connected there, and that's how we kind of got to know and got to visit their place in June, because I think they opened up, I want to say in May. It was early May.
I mean, I'm surprised they had us on, because I'm sure they were super busy trying to, keep beers on. But yeah, they graciously hosted us out there. It was a lot of fun. Dan was, after the show, we ended up going down into the cellar, and they had a bunch of barrel-aged beers, and we were, tasting these young beers coming out of the barrel, and some heavy hitters. It was a good time.
Well, it's a great time.
Appreciate them guys.
We've been able to have them then come in studio. They've come in for some events. We saw them at the Hoppy Holidays.
Yep.
They've become two friends have become friends of the show.
That's right.
Which has been great.
Two friends of the show. Yeah,
we need
great.
one more out there so we can get three guys. So who's going to be that third friend?
Yes. And then we went out to, here's another story. In June, went out to see the Hoppy Dudes. We were heading to where I thought the show was.
Hinckley.
It was in Hinckley, and I thought it was at the pub, but it's actually was at the production facility, which is not super far. But yeah, I had my wires crossed. That's on me. We were a little late, but we did make it out to the production facility, and they were showing us how they make, some of those incredible milkshake beers. And man, it's so sad to, see those guys close. It's a real tragedy for the scene, in my opinion. But yeah.
Again, Chad and Keith, hope you guys doing all right. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe there's another chapter out there. If not, thank you for what you did. We always enjoyed the beers and you guys as well at the beer shows, and just getting to know you guys. And again, the
Nothing
beers.
else. Come on the show and we'll just drink some beer.
Yeah.
Show. Then another fun episode out at Four Paws Red Wagon with Scott and Ann. They hosted us out there. We had, I think the brand new beer was Wagon Wheel they had just put on that day. And yeah.
Was that the one that Scott had made? Was that the West Coast?
I think that was one of the first ones he made, yeah. Yeah. And they were just talking about, they were going to start up some of their barrel-aged beers, which we just had at the Christmas sale event. We had some barrel-aged beers that Ann had put together. It was really good stuff.
Okay, and she had come, I think, the year before for the Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm.
She was here this year for it, and then
she's
been in studio as well. So
yeah, she said she missed the pumpkin beer tasting, but she would not miss the Christmas ale tasting, and she had to miss yoga for that. But her hair looked great, and that's all that counts, really. Sorry, had to do it. She did wear a hat. Yeah, that's right. And then we did have the encore of Matthias. We were out at Big Top Brew House, and he came out, show us around, gave us
which was
nice.
their new place they just opened up in Avon, moving from ZZ's to there.
Yes. Sorry, I got ahead of myself there.
So.
But he, brought out a spread of food for us. Their new food offerings there, and it was great stuff. They're cooking their stuff in beef tallow. I mean, to go along with the healthy show we did earlier, and he's taking care of our heart, I guess. Excuse Then in July, Dan and Ozima came out for a show. Got some pictures of him and his boy were here back in the the homebrew tap room back there, drawing some beers, posing. Yeah, that was a good time. I think Dan had to drag him out.
Yes.
Ozima likes to party.
He enjoys friends.
He does. He does. I'm not saying Dan doesn't. Dan certainly likes to party.
And then this was actually a very interesting one for me, having LD Carlson, so Mike Brooks from there,
Yeah.
talking about the supply side. So they supply a lot of the hops and malts to the different breweries around the state, I believe.
Yeah, and different adjuncts, and it was a nice insight. We don't typically, look at this side of the brewing industry, but he gave us, a lot to think about, and even on the homebrew side, supplies a lot of the homebrew shops. They don't have their own, in-house store anymore, but they do supply a lot of homebrew shops in the area. So it's, it was very interesting, just glad he came on the show to give us a different perspective into the brewing world.
Yeah, and again, it's one of the lifelines of breweries. I mean, if you think about it, it's the products that he's selling in water.
Yeah, right, exactly. He's besides water, he's got everything else covered.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fun show.
And then we did get Mark from Missing Falls to come in studio.
That's right. Mark, if you're listening, I have a pair of your reading glasses. I'm pretty sure they're yours. It was right around this area, this time period. These glasses were left down here, and I'm like, oh my God. And I thought maybe it was Mike from Masthead, but he's a young man, and I'm sure his eyes are fine. So I'm not saying.
Are you saying
Mark,
Mark's
I'm not saying you're old. I'm just saying you might need readers. So we still have them. They're kind of nice. I might keep them. Now I have to run out there and get some beers and give him his glasses back one of these days.
And then we rounded out the month of July going out to Bell Tower,
that was a fun one too. Yeah.
out in Kent with Jennifer and Carl.
Yep.
They were gracious enough on a day that the Tuesdays they're closed, but they hosted us. They
Yeah.
opened up for us. Shared some beers, showed us around, talked about their journey.
Remember, we were like a quarter of the way into the show, and somebody wandered in. The door wasn't locked. They thought we were going to grab a beer. We got to kick them out.
But that was great. Again, learning about their journey, learning about their styles of beer, and again, as we go through here, we got Jennifer back in the studio as well. Then, so we did a little flip. I think back in maybe in November, she came back in.
Yep.
Carl's not able to make it that time, but we missed you, Carl. But Jennifer did a great job just talking about beer and brewing.
Yeah, she did me a solid and gave me some tips on improving my saisons, my saison brewing technique. So she loves saisons and she does great ones, and I'm going to try to emulate hers.
And then we turned the corner into August.
Yep, Laughing Bomb, Avon Lake, the old John Christ winery, and talked to Zek. And
We'd had him in studio, I think, the prior year.
Yeah, it was a while ago, and we wanted to, once they got their place open and kind of running, we wanted to get out there, and we did. And had some of his beers, and also sampled some of his wine, which is they're still doing traditional John Christ wines, but they're also supplementing with some more traditional cabs. I would say Napa style cabs, and
He actually does a very nice barrel aged cab.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
So they have a great place. They've expanded their kitchen. I believe they've gotten that done up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're
Good food offerings to go with the beers. Yeah. Then, kind of, this was a kind of a time period we're thinking, well, craft beer is kind of changing. It was about this time that Northeast Ohio Craft Brewery News kind of quietly rebanded to Beverage News. So we kind of thought maybe we should get out and look at some different kind of places. So we went to Iggy's in Lakewood, and this was our, dive bar episode. Not in a derogatory sense, just a corner bar that has a very good craft beer selection, and I think there's definitely a place for that, and we love those kind of places.
Yeah.
So I think that was a pretty fun episode.
Yeah. Again, it was the kind of place that you wouldn't expect to walk in there and find that beer selection, and it still had some of the traditional ones, the PBRs and Miller Lights, but then you had some incredible beers from Southern Ohio, Urban Artifact, beers on draft.
Yeah.
Which was just a nice balance to draw in your regulars that may come in and some of the beer snobs that may come in as well.
Yeah. Like this guy. And then, keeping in that vein, we also went out to the wine room and tavern. Michelle hosted us out there. She is a new owner of that location, and I think focusing a little bit more on the tavern side. I mean, still focusing on the wine for sure, but they do tastings, and now they're kind of leaning into the craft beer a little bit with their selections. So I thought that was really fun too.
And it was a local place here in Avon that, again, had kind of changed hands of ownership. They had similar stuff, so that, drafts were there before, but they're going for more of a event than just a store. Right? It seems like.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, and
that's fair.
Again, look at the events, follow them on Facebook, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can rent out the space too for your own private events. Yeah, cool. September, we went out to the Fairview Tavern, talked to Howard and Rob Valore. Howard Ross is our buddy from back in the. I'm gonna read the name off the glass. Brewfest Waterfront District Days. Got a taster right here. But he's doing, a bunch of things with Fairview Tavern. He's got the Kegs and Metal Fest coming up this summer, which I'm definitely going to go to. They really have leaned into the craft beer scene as well, like heavy. And also their food is fantastic. Prime rib, steaks. What did we have? I should have.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we had some great. It was the rice. What do you call it? The rice.
Arancini? The rice balls?
Yeah.
Arancini.
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 Arancini. Okay, thank you. Yeah, with the red sauce. Oh, fantastic! It's a great place. Fairview Tavern. Check it out. Brewdog, Cleveland. We were out there. It's such a great location on the river there. Got to check that out, people.
Yeah. That was our we believe might have been our first international brewery.
Yeah, it was our first international brewery.
Of course, they're originally based out of Scotland, brewing in Columbus, and they've got outposts. So the outpost in Cleveland was one we visited.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance there to talk to one of their beer folks there about the different beers they had on draft, a little history about it. A neat place.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the location is, second to none. I mean, the view on the river there. Yeah, the skyline.
All right, this one, Le Monus Special Noël.
Oh, look at that bottle. It's got a bunch of yeast sediment. This is going to be good.
A very festive and hearty holiday saison, homemade at Belgium's smallest family brewery. Extra rich for the holiday season. School teacher Maria Noel Putas and Perry Alex Cardell have together come up with the formula for great traditional beers. Their hearty, flavorful, and sometimes exotic styles are all made in their tiny garage brewery.
Wow. There you go.
And
Here's a
this-
tip for you. Shorten up that paragraph on your bottle.
8%.
That's good.
Oh, but that's very carbonated.
Interesting.
Definitely maybe
I dig it.
a Belgian beer, you don't drink the bottom part of it.
Yeah.
Which is
Wow.
actually a great segue into our next guest that we had, who is definitely a big Belgian guy.
Oh, yeah. John?
John Lane from Winking Lizard. So we're able to go out to Winking Lizard here in Avon, having a discussion with what they've done as a Winking Lizard in the Cleveland area with beer, their beer tour, the exposure of bringing in beers from all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a great conversation just, because, both of us have been going to the Winking Lizard for years and cut our teeth on, craft beer, foreign beer, oh my God, 25 years,
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah. The beers that they've exposed me to, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and at the Christmas beer event, I was telling him I've probably had most of the beers that he brought in for the first time at the Winking Lizard. Probably 15 years ago, 10 years ago. So yeah, hats off to John for what he's done for us and for the Cleveland community and the beer community, for sure.
Yeah, and again, we had him come back as they sponsored and helped out with the Christmas show.
Yes.
And I have talked to him. We may do a Belgian-centric episode
That would be fantastic.
sometime in the first of the year with him as well.
Nice.
I just again, his knowledge, his exposure. He's been to Belgium numerous times at a lot of these breweries, and just
Didn't you tell me he has been knighted?
yeah, I'm going to save that story for him to tell. But yes,
Okay.
he is one of the
Okay.
few non-Belgians that is a Belgian knight.
Ooh, check that out. That's okay. Nobody's watching anyway. So then we had Brew Kettle on, specifically Kara Baker and Sarah came in. Sarah has been on the show. Sarah's probably been on the show 3 times, if you count Saucy. No, wait a second. She's been on 4 times. She's Christmas episode, that episode, the Saucy episode. I feel like there was another time she was on when she had just
So she might
started at Railroad. She was
she might hold a record. Or you're
she
saying
might, she might be a record holder. Anyway, they came in, brought a bunch of Brew Kettle beers, and just talked about the experience of brewing for Brew Kettle, and one of the old school iconic breweries in our area. So yeah, it was a very fun episode.
Yeah.
October, we roll into our pumpkin beer event, which was nuts. I don't think we had 22 beers, but we had 18 anyway.
We may have had 20.
We may have had 20. There's always a couple add-ons, but that was here in the studio. That was a lot of fun. Brick and Barrel, Carl hosted us out there. Carl with a K, second Carl with a K. We need some Carls with a C to come on the show, balance things out, I think.
And that was nice. I mean, Brick and Barrel is always a neat place too.
Yeah.
You talked about brew dogs down there in the flats. I think Brick and Barrel kind of has a neat place as well down there in the flats.
Yeah, we got a nice patio out back too.
And the brewery right there. And it's again, I'm a sucker for any place where you can walk in and see the brew being beered. Right
Can
next
see
to
the
where
brew being beard. Did you just say that? Damn. Can see the brew being beard. Oh, Tom, I love you.
Stop that. Reverse that.
Hold on a second. And then we did a beer dad. Oh my God.
It's contagious.
A dad beer episode is what we did at Old School Pizza in Avon. And that was another one Avon Lake. I'm sorry, that was the second time I did that to them. So it was one of the times we went in and, asked for forgiveness, not permission. Hey, we want to do this show. Is it cool? Didn't call ahead. And they were like, oh my God, yeah, here's a table. And they did it. And they watched on their phones while we broadcasted. And they brought us a bunch of dad beers and we drank them and talked about them. Yeah. Beer dads. November, we did Gateway Beer in studio down here. All kinds of beers that, got us into craft beer. May have got some of our guests into craft beer that we've talked to over the past 3 years doing the show. It was fun. We still have some of those beers left because, they're dad beers.
That was a fun one. Again, and you had done a fantastic job of doing some notes on that and some histories, going through the different decades that these beers and, in my recollection, whether I was hosting the show or part of the show or watching the show, hearing people talk about that beer that got them into craft beers, the brewers. And I think we definitely had a good amount of those that we were able to kind of talk about that day. It's always ironic how some are the same. You may have had 2 or 3 brewers that maybe are the same age that get exposed with the same one. So you've got one beer that may cover 2 or 3 brewers. But I think that was a neat episode. I would tell people that's a nice one to go back and watch on Spotify or somewhere to see that journey and maybe reminisce with us.
Yeah, and another tip. If you're looking for a way to drink like 10 or 15 beers in one sitting and make it not seem weird or like a problem, start a podcast like the BlabberMalt Show. And we have to do it, It's not weird. It's a neat hobby. It's not a problem. Yeah. So then later on in November, Jennifer, we talked about that kind of earlier. She came back in studio. Sans Carl with a K, and talked about Saisons and drank some of her great beers.
Yeah, and gave you some good tips, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay, rounding out the year, we went out Great Lakes Brewing Company, kind of, cap off the year with a great show. We've been trying to get there for a long time. Mike Williams hosted us. He's their brand development guy. Taught us a lot. He knows tons about, he's a Cicerone.
Third level.
Third level. It's like super secret, tier of the Cicerones. There's only
there was 300 in the U.S. and 2 of them work at Great Lakes.
That's crazy. So he knows a lot about the, taste profiles and, also the history. He started out giving tours at Great Lakes, and he knows a ton. He wants to come back on the show. We'd be happy to have him. Let's do it. We'll drink 10 beers in one night.
Talking about drinking 10 beers one night, then the next episode after that was our Christmas episode.
Yeah. We didn't drink 10 beers. We drank 22. Yeah. That's not good. Samplers. They were just
samplers, yes.
They were just samples.
That was a lot of fun. Again, hats off to our guests that we had in, the brewers. John Lane came in to talk through the beers. I think that was a great time. And again, it exposed us to, and this is where we talked about Christmas beers, but not just your traditionals. We had what, here in Cleveland, you think of, the Thirsty Dog and the Great Lakes. But then we got into the Belgians. We got into what California is making right now as a celebration beer, which is just a good hopped beer. It's not any spices in it. The fact that it doesn't have to be necessarily allspice and other things to be a holiday beer. It can also be refreshing. And then we got into the Belgian rabbit hole that.
Yeah, and it was real, Thanks, John, for all those. I mean, if I curated that list, I would never have thought to bring all those different Belgians in. I mean, there's a few that are definitely branded as seasonal ales and holiday ales, but some of them are not. But they are absolutely appropriate for that show, and that was just great beers. And I just love talking to him about it. He just knows so much.
Yeah. So it was a great, fun episode. Then, of course, today we're doing this episode, and then I think we've got one more for the year.
Yes.
And it's a Carl with a K, right?
Carl with a K. Yeah.
From Brick and Barrel will be joining us in studio.
Mm-hmm. Going to be bringing some beers, I'm sure.
From Brick and Barrel.
That's the only way you get on the show. You bring beers.
And I think I wish I knew the date. Sorry about this, Carl, but I mean, they are celebrating their anniversary. It's either this week or next week. So that's be kind of nice. So we'll have to definitely talk to them about that.
Yeah, check their Facebook page. I'm sure it's up there. And we'll.
So that kind of recaps 2025.
Yeah, that wraps our year. You know, we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yes.
Let's talk about this.
Let's do a cheers to 2025.
2025. It's almost in the books. We hardly knew you. Let's do that.
But we enjoyed you. We're gonna boil.
Let's talk about this real. Yeah, let's boil.
It's time for.
All right. So, homebrew happenings. I found a glycol chiller finally. How long am I?
At least 120,
18 months. Yeah.
125 episodes at least.
Yeah. I'm looking for a glycol chiller. I'm always on Facebook Marketplace. I found one. Up in there's a Spike Brewing came out. I don't know, a year and a half ago with their glycol chiller. Keep this as brief as I can. They had some problems with it leaking. They came out with a 2.0 that kind of fixed some of the issues. People were a little happier with it. Still had some issues. There's a guy up in Michigan. He got this one on a warranty replacement, but he had already replaced the one he had with Penguin or something else in his system. So they finally sent this one as a replacement. And it's an upgraded version of the 2.0. It's 3.0. It's the tank is welded stainless steel. Nobody cares. A lot less likely to leak. So he's selling this at half price because he doesn't want to unplumb the one he had installed and plumb this one in. So he's letting it go, and he dropped the price, and I'm watching it on Facebook Marketplace. And usually I find these, and they're in Arizona or California, but it's in Monroe. And I'm like, dude, will you throw in that jug of glycol with it? And he's like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm driving up. Friday.
Road trip.
Yeah, so I drove up there. I mean, it's halfway to Marblehead, so I went up and picked it up and got a glycol chiller, brand new, shiny, never been used.
Wow.
Half price. So
does it mean your beer's going to taste better now?
no, probably not. No, brewing is like right now I don't have to worry about it because the garage is cold, But in the summer I can brew and it'll be temperature controlled. So that's exciting.
So home brewing is something we do talk about. So I guess we've never talked. Do you predominantly prior to this try not to brew in the summer because of the heat? Has that been a constraining factor for the number of times you brew?
No, but what I do rather than glycol, I just have a cooler of ice, and you just have to keep adding ice, and then it cycles through. But if the ice melts, temperature goes up. So you got to be home. You can't, all right, well, I got to be here for 14 days and not stray too far from the cooler full of ice. So this will be, it's just basically a refrigerator that has liquid you chill to 19 degrees or whatever, and it, whatever, you can cold crash to in the 40s, whatever. You can lager with it, theoretically. We shall see, but that's exciting for me. So, Birdtown Brewing is opening in Lakewood for the past decade. But I saw on Northeast Ohio Craft Beverage News, somebody shared a picture of a new sign on the building. People are talking and construction's happening. I mean, it's been so long since that place said they were opening.
No, I think we need that because I think it's become a little bit imbalanced.
Too many
It
closings.
feels that way right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we got Mosaic just
Mosaic.
open.
yeah,
Yeah.
Birdtown.
Not picking up a lot of like excitement on that one.
The same way it's you kind of hear about it, but nothing concrete for
Yeah.
a while now.
Got a bot from Twitter on our stream. A bot from Twitter. All right. Anyway. So look, Tom, as we move into the next year here, 28. What is it? 2028 coming up. 2026. Look.
Hopefully we'll both be retired by then.
Yeah. No, we'll still be going. Look, not everybody likes the BlabberMalt Show, but the people that do like it, they really like it.
Yes.
So I think the question is to you: you ready to stop? You ready to stop though?
Me?
Yeah.
Am I ready to stop?
Yeah.
Are you kicking me off the show?
No. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Don't say no.
why would I want to stop?
All right.
It's just like anything else in this world. If you're still enjoying it, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm still enjoying it.
Cool. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Everywhere we go, everybody is super welcoming, from the brewers to the owners to the clientele at the places. When people come back to the show, they hang out afterwards. We have some beers. It's just a lot of fun to do. So
I mean that's part of it. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying meeting people. I'm enjoying learning. I like talking to people and finding out things about them. And by no means am I a professional brewer, but I think I know enough about beer to talk about it and drink about it.
nice. All right. Well,
And let me throw this out at you. I don't only drink beer. Sometimes I drink other beverages, which, maybe that's a place to expand. Maybe we start looking at some cocktail bars and speakeasies and,
yeah.
I mean,
Distilleries, perhaps?
yeah. Maybe we replace the first word of beer with just beverages that intoxicate you, brewing, and bullcrap.
And bullcrap, yeah. We can't get rid of the bullcrap.
So
I don't know. What do you guys think? What does the bot from Twitter or Twitch think? I said Twitter. Hey, bot, can you understand me? Should we do that? Yeah, we should probably do that.
I mean, you're not quitting, are you? You're
No.
not throwing in the towel yet?
No. Dude, I just figured out the audio. How can I quit now? It took me 3 years to figure that out.
So I just got past something we were talking about. I see beer events is something we
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking about.
for sure.
This is one that's kind of came on our radar out of Terrestrial Brewing Company
Nice.
on December 27th. It's Rock the Cask Bar.
Oh, I get it.
They've got a bunch of folks coming in from Terrestrial, acronym Bookhouse, Brew Kettle, Brick and Barrel. So we'll find out from Carl, Butcher and Brewer, Collision Bend, Fatheads, Hop Brothers, Noble Beast, Schnitz Ale, and Working Class.
Nice.
It's kind of a nice, and that's December 27th.
I'm just writing that down here. Get some tickets to that.
Yeah, and it's very reasonably priced.
Yeah. Well, that sounds awesome. There's some great breweries there.
I know there's probably some other stuff. Again, I do the same thing. Northeast Ohio Craft Beverages is one of the great places to get your news and see what's going on.
That's really where you get your news. That's where I get my news.
That and random things that show up on my Facebook page
Yeah, that helps too. Yeah.
based on my last search history.
Yeah. Yeah. Shows me a lot of beer stuff.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And cat videos.
I don't even want to know about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know what? The other thing I did want to say, Tom, I appreciate, when we needed you, when the BlabberMalt Show needed you, when I needed you, you stepped up and said, absolutely, I'll do the show. It's not something that requires zero work. So I appreciate the commitment, every Tuesday and, days in between. And you've, reached out to a lot of people that we've been able to get on the show. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Well, I mean, when you told me you were going to double my salary, I mean, that was
Yeah, you know what I was paying Matthias? I'll double it.
that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's just math, people.
Yeah. I know what 2 times 0 is.
Yeah, come on. All right.
Born yesterday. I know new math.
All right, so what we got coming up, we said next week we have Carl from Brick and Barrel coming up, be in studio. The following week we're going to be off.
Yeah, and enjoy that'll be the week of New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's. Enjoy some time. The 6th of January, we're going to be down in Medina at Zane's new place, Hemingway's Underground. It's a craft cocktail bar, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure we're going to talk to him a little bit about beer and brewing. I'm sure he's got some craft beer available in his bar.
What I found even at speakeasies, underground place like this, they'll have 1 or 2 beers and generally some neat beers.
It's probably pretty good. Yeah.
Just for those folks that do come in.
So heads up, Zane. Get something good in stock.
And then the rest of the month, I mean, we got some people out there with the holidays is tough. I've been reaching out to some folks, and everyone seems to be a little silent right now with, I'm sure, the holidays and stuff going on.
Yeah,
So
everybody's busy.
maybe we'll get something more concrete here in the next couple of weeks.
Yep, sounds good. So email us at blabbermalt@gmail.com if you have any questions, concerns, corrections. We will never correct anything. We stand by everything we say. On Facebook, YouTube, follow us, subscribe, hit the notification bells, make a comment, send it to your friends, tell the algorithm this is a cool show you like. The 2 people that are left watching.
And they're both here in studio with us.
Yeah, exactly. Follow us, the BlabberMalt Show, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, at BlabberMalt, Instagram, Threads, and X. And with that...
Well, before you do that, again, I know we've got one more episode of the year to go, but since this is kind of our wrap-up as well, Dave, I want to thank you for all the hard work you do and all the dealing with the getting people. I definitely feel your pain on trying to, do the schedules, and then plus on top of that, dealing with the technology, which you've done a fantastic job. The fact that we can go remote and we can be in studio, I appreciate all that you do for that. I really think that 2025, though I was only since May kind of officially in the chair, but have been kind of part of the show for probably since the beginning.
Yeah.
I do appreciate everything. I think it was a really neat 2025, and right now I am looking forward to 2026.
Heck yeah. Are we going to hug now? Maybe after the...
When the cameras are off.
Yeah, okay.
But let's empty glasses.
Empty
Hold on.
glasses. This is...
Here. You like this?
Yeah. I'll edit this out. I totally won't.
All right.
Cheers. Cheers to 2026.
2026. And as we want to say,
Stay malty, Cleveland.